Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to your September 2024 General Tarot reading. It's Sagittarius Yogini. I believe that's your card. See the fish in the lower left? Yeah. I love the colors of that card, those aquamarine. I'm sure you do too. Okay. All right. Sorry, some of the cards are getting cut off. The heart of the matter is the King of Cups. This is a card of emotional mastery. This could be something that's happening within yourself where you're getting a handle on your emotions. Of course, you know, you're a water sign, so you're naturally going to be emotional, but it doesn't have to control you where it has a negative effect. So that can be a relief to be able to transcend some of the more difficult, the stronger emotions that are going on for you. So it can also be that you're seeing a counselor or you're involved with a spiritual teacher who is offering you guidance. In the past position, we have the Judgment card. So if you have come from a divorce, then you may feel the benefits of that, or at the very least, you might be saying, hey, this hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be. If you didn't want the divorce in particular, but like, hey, I've been able to handle my business. And this may be due to consulting with a therapist or somebody who is, you know, a healer that you have been consulting with. And this has made this go so easily. Another thing that this can be about is rebirth. The Judgment card is about rebirth. And you may be feeling it in some area of your life. You are going to have the first lunar eclipse, or the first eclipse at all in the series with your opposite sign Virgo on September 17th. And this is going to be a lunar eclipse. So a powerful full moon. And this could bring change into your life in some way. In September, maybe even in August, this was felt by you. What's coming in is the Ten of Pentacles. This can be an inheritance. So the King of Cups could be a father or a father figure. Maybe that person has passed away and you're receiving an inheritance. Now, I think with the King of Cups, this is a very nurturing man. So it might not have been your biological father. It could have been a stepfather, or maybe it was a grandfather. Maybe your father wasn't in your life, but your grandfather stepped up and took, you know, charge of helping to raise you. But yeah, the Ten of Pentacles can be an inheritance. It can be getting married, or it's a card of, in relationships, it's a card of that kind of constancy, because it can be like generational wealth, but generations themselves. So you might even meet someone who is that, is worthy of that title of like a life partner. And because you're in a good place emotionally, you have a better chance of sustaining that relationship. What crosses you is the Wheel of Fortune. You can see the person at the top of the wheel and the person at the bottom of the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is about how we go through cycles in life. For some people, those cycles, they're not looking at life in cycles. It almost like threatens them because they want their situation to stay the same. So I just mentioned the Judgment card, like if somebody had a legal judgment, like a divorce, and they have maintained kind of emotional maturity, or they are struggling, but they're seeking help with a counselor or a guru or somebody like that. A priest could be the King of Cups. A pastor. It doesn't have to be some guru from Eastern religion. But the point is that if you have been struggling, part of it is not really being able to understand that sometimes things are not meant to last a lifetime. I know we're conditioned to think so, but if you observe your life as a whole, you can see how that's simply untrue. You might, if you went away to college, you might have had this like very close knit group of friends and you did everything together. You had all these experiences. And then once graduation hit, you scattered in a bunch of directions. And yeah, I'm sure that there are some people who keep up their friendships for the rest of their lives. But even those people, unless they are really in close proximity, they may just be kind of casually friendly with these people because what they shared, they'll never forget, but it's not something that is really part of their life anymore. The same thing applies to the people you went to high school with. Imagine if you were 50 years old and you were saying, gosh, I wish I could still be friends with my high school gang of kids, of teenagers. Boy, life would be so much better than it is now. Now, there probably are people who think like that, but that's really kind of like putting the blame of unhappiness onto something that it's like not reasonable to imagine that when you have friendships at certain stages of your life that they're going to just continue forever. Sometimes they do, but sometimes people grow apart, they just lose interest, and we have to accept that as part of life's expansion. Welcoming growth is a lot better than fearing change. The outcome is the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of give and take. Actually, the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles are both inheritance cards, so that kind of enhances this possibility. You see this woman is bearing gifts, and there are people on their knees to receive them, so sometimes it can mean either being the woman giving the gift, or, if you're a man, being the person giving the gifts, or being the one who is receiving the gifts. It's kind of like the ebb and flow of life. Sometimes we are on the receiving end of somebody else's largesse, and sometimes we're the one who is helping somebody else out. I don't know if you can tell, but I made this a little bit bigger, even though the resolution is lower, but that's so much better, right? I don't know why I didn't think about this before. No wonder I had such a hard time with these cards. Let me just see how it's like. Yeah, see, when I hold this up, I can certainly, yeah, so that's better. Well, you learn something new every day. Yeah, so another thing about the Six of Pentacles, it could be if this is a love situation that you are in search of, or maybe you have found, it's below the Ten of Pentacles, a relationship where there is equal energy exchange. You're not doing all of the heavy lifting in the relationship. And that might have been what led to a divorce. And actually, even if you didn't seek the end of a relationship, the other person may have sucked your life force energy, and when you were dry, they went looking elsewhere. So it's all about, like I said, these cycles in life and being able to appreciate and discern, detect when one has started, one has ended, and not fear any of it. All right, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the information is below. Thanks for watching. Bye.